I had contemplated for almost 2 years, truthfully, to go to the VA and register for the Agent Orange Registry. Because my CO in Vietnam, we've been having reunions, and he indicated, hey, you really need to go get on the registry. And so I thought, well, I will do that. So I started that process in April, and then in May had my first exam at the VA. And lo and behold, that afternoon, the doctor did the exam, called and said, your PSA is at 4.67. We'd like, it's above 4 points, so we'd like to check it again. So in June, did a follow-up exam, and it had jumped to 5.23. So they recommended biopsy. So they did the biopsy the following week, and discovered that 10 out of the 12 cores that they sampled were cancerous.
He said, I've got some good news and some bad news. He said, the good news is that you probably would not have known that you had anything for probably 5 or 6 years. The bad thing it is cancer. He said, so you've got some time to think about what type of treatment options that you want to make.
Going to the doctor to hear that someone you love has cancer is probably one of the scariest times for me. I was more concerned about getting rid of the cancer than I was what type of treatment.
We did research on the proton therapy, and I wound up going to a luncheon that ProCure does every week on Wednesday, and went with a friend of mine who was on their watchful waiting list. And he and I went to the luncheon, and I ironically ran into a friend of mine who was just graduating. He had completed his proton therapy, and he said, it's great, don't even worry about it.
We were blessed to talk with the people at ProCure. Very nice. They spent several hours with us, sharing with us basically what they do, what the procedure is, the fact that it was a new process, and even though it was new, it had been around for years. They said, hey, this might be what I'm looking for, because I don't want to be cut.
Exactly.
The reality wasn't.
Every day that he went for treatment, it was like going to a family reunion by the end of the first week. You know the other people that are going through the same process. Our quality of life never changed. It just slowed down for 9 weeks while he went through treatment.
It was 5 days a week. Took about a total of 40 minutes to go there and get ready and go do the proton therapy, the radiation, but it only takes about 45 seconds to 55 seconds, something like that, for the actual radiation. And you really don't feel anything. You can't see anything. You lie on a table, and they do one side one day and one side the next. 5 days a week.
Every procedure has some side effects, I would think. But when we decided to prayerfully consider ProCure, that all those fears went away, and it was just the path to take then, never looking anywhere else.
I love the facility. It's just a nice open space. I love windows and the greenery, the plants, and the people were just very, very thoughtful. They really trying to make you feel like home.
I was able to do any activity that I wanted to. I felt no side effects. Nothing got you upset or anything. I was just totally relaxed. And truthfully, it was, if you have to go through something, that is not a bad thing to go through. It was wonderful.
It's truly a blessing to have my husband back whole and healthy, and we just didn't have to stop. It was as if we did the procedure, but everything just went on as normal.
I think it's a gift that we have, and it's right here in Oklahoma City. I mean, it just doesn't get any easier for treatment than that. And we were more than willing to go elsewhere for treatment if that were the case.
Everything's okay. After 90 days, you get your first blood test back in your PSA, and it was 0.5. So dropped from 5.23 or higher. I don't know what it was when I actually started treatment, but Yeah, it was fantastic.